My name is Hiroshi Tominaga, 30. I'm a business owner. Today, I'm going to tell you about an outrageous case, uncovered by a little discomfort. I manage and own an IT company. We've been on track for the past few years, and my income reflects that. A company president at 30 may sound impressive from the outside, but we're a small venture company with 10 employees. Just because I'm the boss doesn't mean I order everyone around. But I work hard more than anyone else in the company.
Mr. President, you need to go home every once in a while.
Right, we're concerned about your health. My employees often scold me for not taking care of myself. Right, thanks for the concern. I enjoy work so much that I lost track of the time.
How about you hire a secretary to manage your schedule?
You're right. Thanks for the concern, guys. I'll think about it. This is Kajiwara. He's tough-looking and other employees are scared of him. But he's very competent. He's right. It's about time I manage my work schedule. I've been so focused on work that I neglected my private life. I don't currently have a girlfriend, and I don't remember the last time I went out for a drink with my friends. I live near my workplace, and I've been living here since I started the company. I can afford a better place, but I don't have time to move to a different place. My employees told me to live more affluently, but I'm at work most of the time and only come home to sleep. So I didn't think it was necessary to do so. However, I found a shocking truth while living in this apartment. One day, I felt something strange about the electricity bill, so I asked one of my employees. Hi, I have a question. What's up, boss? You don't have to tell me if you don't feel comfortable telling me, but… Sure, what is it? You're living alone, right? Yes. How much are you paying for gas and electricity per month? It's about $100, give or take, but it's the summer, so it's a bit higher. Right. Why do you ask? My bill is unbelievably high. It's nearly $200 for this month. What? You're living alone, right? And you don't stay at your apartment that much, right? Right. That's why I thought it was strange. You should probably have that checked. There might be some leakage, or the resident itself might be the problem. You might be right. Thanks, I'll do that. Right, my gas and electricity bill is strangely high. Based on my research, a person living alone pays around $100 a month for water, gas, and electricity bills combined. Even when using the air conditioner in the summer, it only goes up to $150. It's August and my bill is $180. I might think that it's only a bit higher than average, but I mostly come home only to sleep and go back to work the next day. No matter how I look at it, I use way less than average. By the way, my weekday routine goes like this. I wake up at around 6 in the morning and prepare for the day. The sun is up, and I don't watch TV, so I don't really use electricity in the morning. I leave my apartment at around 7 a.m. and head to the gym. After a light workout, I shower at the gym and go to work. I eat out and I come home at around 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Before going to bed, I brush my teeth and shower. I sleep at around midnight. As you can see, I only use gas, water, and electricity during those 2 to 3 hours that I'm at home. Well, I do stay at home during the weekends, but this bill is just too high. I asked a professional to check, but I was told everything was fine. If there are no leakages or anything, then there's only one possibility that I can think of. So, I installed a security camera in my apartment. I had to go on a business trip, so I wasn't home for 3 days. I hope I'm wrong. 3 days later, when I arrived home, I checked the security footage. Just as I thought. Hey! What is the meaning of this?
Why did you call me all of a sudden?
I've been on a business trip for the past few days and I installed a security camera in my apartment.
What, so you saw me?
Right. I saw you come into my apartment without permission and do whatever you want.
Oh no, you caught me.
Don't act like this is a joke!
Don't get mad. I was thinking of telling you someday.
Why don't you go to your place?
That's because the electricity in my apartment is cut off. I can't live without an air conditioner in the summer.
That's not a reason to break into someone's room! You've done this a lot of times already, haven't you?
What? How did you know?
My bill is so high! I thought it was strange. Are you crazy? I'll call the cops if you do it again! I will really call the cops if this happens again. Her name is Reyna. We dated for a while when I started the company. She's 3 years younger than me. We met at a bar where I entertained my guests. I was the type of guy who gets nervous when talking to a girl. But Reyna was easy to talk to and we ended up together. However, we broke up after 3 months. The reason was that I was still starting up my company and I wasn't earning that much yet.
You said you're the company president, so I thought you were rich. But I guess you're not rich at all. I wasted my time. So disappointed.
She dumped me for that reason. But she was the only person I could think of who could get into my apartment. The security footage showed Reyna entering my apartment. I wondered why she came to my room. But she just slept on my bed with the air conditioner on full blast. When she woke up, watched TV, showered, and did her makeup. After that, she put everything back into place as if nothing happened and left. If she did that every day, it's no wonder my electricity bill is very expensive. When we were still dating, I was so busy with work that I forgot that I'd handed her a spare key to my apartment. Remembering that, I don't go home that often because I'm busy at work. She probably tried it once and succeeded. Realizing that her plan works, she continued to do the same thing. I cursed myself for being careless, but at the same time, I was furious about the insanity of this woman. At least I now know the reason for my problem. I already warned her, so I thought I'd be fine from now on, but I noticed something. My luxury watch, which was supposed to be in the valuables compartment, is gone. Of course, I had only one person in mind. Listen, I can't overlook this one.
What is it this time? I haven't gone to your apartment anymore, right?
My wristwatch is missing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why are you playing dumb? I know you took it!
What? It's not me. Trust me, I didn't do it.
You broke into my apartment. I don't believe you!
I'm sorry for that, but I didn't steal any of your stuff.
I'll forgive you if you tell the truth and give it back to me.
I told you, it's not me.
Did you sell it already?
Listen, it's not me.
I can't do this anymore. I'll call the cops. I've had enough of this. I can't forgive her. It wasn't just any luxury watch, but a celebratory gift for myself for successfully getting a huge contract with a client. It is a very important watch that I bought as a testament to my efforts. Filled with rage, I called the cops. I had evidence of the break-in, so it all happened fast. Reyna admitted trespassing but didn't admit to stealing. The security footage didn't show him startling either.
I told you so. Don't blame me for everything.
Shut up! It's stranger not to suspect you! However, the footage was only of the 3 days when I went on a business trip. For about a month after that, she used my room like a hotel. She had plenty of opportunity to steal it. So the words coming out of her lips were unreliable. But the reality was I don't have evidence of her stealing, so I racked my brain for answers. Then I noticed another thing missing. Huh? It's not here! The expensive wine was missing this time. It was a present from my coworker, so I was keeping it for a special occasion. I wanted to blame Reyna for this too, but that was impossible. That's because I received this 2 days ago. It was the day I called the cops and got her arrested. She's in jail right now, so she had an alibi. Thinking about it, I remembered something. Actually, I only saw Reyna come into my apartment during the first day and second days of the 3 days that I was away. On the third day, Reyna didn't show up, so I didn't bother watching the rest of the footage. If just like this wine, there was a different culprit who stole my watch. the answer might be in the third-day footage. So I checked the security footage again, and I was shocked by what I saw. The next day, I went to work and called in one of my employees.
Did you want to talk to me?
Yes, it's Suzumura Nakamura. I wanted to talk to you about something.
What is it? Ooh, scary.
Actually, there's been thefts at my place recently. Sadly, the thief is in this office.
What?
What do you mean, sir? I continued to speak to Shrike. They were both shaking. Is there anyone that comes to mind? Maybe some suspicious behavior? No one comes to mind at all. Right, Nakamura? Looking at Nakamura, who was silent and still, Suzumura finally realized. Nakamura, how was the taste of the fine wine you stole from my apartment? Or did you already sell it together with the watch?
What? No, it's not me. That joke is not funny.
Then I turned on the monitor. Nakamura appeared on the screen, rummaging for things in my apartment. It showed him finding the watch and putting it in his bag. Of course, Nakamura was also a potential prospect. However, he's competent, and I was thinking of promoting him to be the next team leader. So I didn't want to believe what I saw. He returned the key to my apartment, but he probably had enough time to make a duplicate. With clear evidence in front of him, he froze. Knowing that I didn't care much about security, he probably didn't think I would install a security camera. What have you done?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nakamura started to apologize profusely.
The wine is still at my place, so I'll return it.
Does that mean you sold the watch? Unbelievable. I trusted you! How could you do this?
Because when I went to get the documents, your apartment was full of expensive stuff. It wasn't in a safe or anything. It was like begging to be taken.
Seriously? I was shocked by the words coming out of his mouth. After that, Nakamura started to ask Suzumura for help for some reason.
Hey, Suzumura!
What are you saying? What you did is a serious crime! Mr. President, you should show him no mercy. Let's call the cops! Suzumura called the cops, and Nakamura was arrested for theft. I was present for the interview, and surprisingly, this was not his first theft. He kept it a secret from the company, but he had a history of theft. He made duplicates of his co-workers and stole things. Thankfully for the others, he only targeted my apartment for valuables. I'm glad the other employees didn't become victims. However, that wasn't all. Let me tell you about that later. Since this was his second time, he was in prison without probation. Of course, he was immediately fired from work. As for Reyna, I was one who handed her the duplicate keys, so she wasn't in prison. However, I went to her workplace to report what happened to her boss, so she got fired. As for the high electricity bill, I billed her through a lawyer. It's not that much, but I didn't want to give up in frustration. Then I told all my employees to change their locks, paid for by the company. I had to implement it for the sake of everyone. Then I took several days off and packed up my things to move. It'll be a bit far from my workplace, but it has proper security. But it didn't end with that. I addressed one more problem. Mr. President, did you want to talk to me about something? Actually, the larceny case is not over yet. Did I hear you correctly? Apparently, he had an accomplice. What? Was it Kajiwara? I've always thought he's suspicious. Suzumura continued to talk, and Kajiwara walks in from behind him. Are you saying that I'm the culprit? You've got some nerves! Kajiwara, why are you here? There's no way Kajiwara is the culprit. Evidence of everything you did is here. Right. Nakamura confessed us to everything. The fact that Suzumura found out his history of stealing, about how Suzumura once came to our house for drinks and knew that there were expensive things. That's why the day I asked him to get the documents from my apartment, Suzumura asked him to make a duplicate key and stole my stuff.
I thought I'll get fired if my dark history is revealed, but if I steal, I should have thought it's the same either way. I was so stupid. I'm sorry.
Nakamura was working very hard and truthfully. But because of you, he got fired. Truthfully? It's your fault for hiring an ex-convict. Nakamura mentioned this too, but you had a part in this. You're crazy for not putting your valuable items inside a safe. Right, Kajiwara scolded me for that too. That I was too careless with my things. But that doesn't mean you could steal it. We've already called the cops. You need to pay for what you've done too. Suzumura was arrested as the main culprit for theft. He hasn't used a cent for the money he got for the watch, so we explained what happened to the person who bought the watch. And I got it back by giving his payment back. I'm so thankful he agreed to that arrangement. After Nakamura was released from prison, I asked Kajiwara to monitor him. He's excellent at his work, and since he has the will to clear his name, I gave him a second chance. Well, I'm used to being called an ex-convict, what with this appearance. I'm fully aware that you're not one. I do understand the temptation to treat ex-convicts with ridicule. People treat me with ridicule, so I can't just stand here doing nothing. But I really don't think Nakamura is really a bad person. When he comes back, take care of him, okay? However, don't just bring anyone to your apartment. Make this a guiding precept of our company. Understood? I will continue to value the trust I have in our employees, continue to implement ways to protect me, and work hard at my job.